Hey guys, this is Comics G-Man. Just doing another news scan today, see what's going on with Supergirl. And there isn't much news. They're just still talking about Helen Slater on Millie Alcock and the Flash cameo. We all know about that. But here, what's this? That's 3 days ago. New York Times blames misogyny. All right, we don't need to hear about that. So there's not much going on. It looks like the buzz on Supergirl is kind of dying off, right? They're still just talking about Helen Slater. Folks are dumping on the new Supergirl, but what does former Supergirl Helen Slater think? Well, look, no offense to Helen Slater. She's a wonderful woman. She's fantastic, but she's not going to save this movie. Okay? So, look, they're still trying to bank off of Helen Slater saying the positive stuff about it. Um, it's obviously a marketing ploy for DC, trying to save the numbers, trying to get more people into the movies. But I believe this is not just a DC thing. At least the movies that I've been going to, it hasn't been that busy. I think movies are dying. I really do. I don't think movies are doing that good. So when you make a big floppy movie like this, it's really going to get hit because even the movies that are doing good probably aren't doing as good as they should be if it was a healthy economy and if it was a healthy environment of people seeing movies, right? But I don't think it is. So being a shitty, mediocre movie at this time is really bad. It's even worse than if it came out 10 years ago. If Supergirl in this state came out 10 years ago, I think it would done fine. I really do. But now, like at the state of things, I don't think we're in a healthy situation in anything, in any aspect of life right now in America. Everything that makes the media tells us what is great and how everything is wonderful, or they're lying to us about certain things. I think it's all an illusion. I don't think things are really as good as they should be right now. So, but beyond that point, let me get off of that. Right, look, here's another headline. Original 80s Supergirl star breaks silence and amid backlash to new heroine. No, I'm sorry, it's not. It's a marketing ploy. This is DC trying to save their skin using Helen Slater. That's just how I feel. And you can't say this is untrue because she did show up in the Flash movie to do the model and actually show up in the movie, and they de-aged her. She even confirmed that in the article. She confirmed that she actually showed up to the Flash, so that means they had to pay her, right? So she might either be under contract or she might just get a nice paycheck from DC. So I think she's getting a nice paycheck from DC to talk positive on the Supergirl movie. And look, I'm not dunking on Helen Slater. That good for her, good for you, girl. You get your money, you do what you got to do. I'm not talking shit about you personally, just stating the truth here. I think that's what's going on. I think DC is trying to save their skin because Supergirl is doing horrible. Right, so that's all the news has been. So when we look at YouTube, let's see what the guys are talking about. Let's see what the nerds are talking about. I know the nerds that a lot of people on the left don't like. I don't care. I think these guys make some good points. So what is next for the DCU after the box office failure? That's Film Threat, right? Let me shut that off. We're not gonna watch it. I just wanna. They're just talking about it. The rap. They're looking at the articles.
Gunn and Sam.
Um, Let's see what the comments say. When I think of James Gunn, a quote comes to mind. There's nothing more pathetic than an aging hipster. Dr. Evil, 1997. Right, okay, so let me go back to the page. Yellow Flash 2. Supergirl humiliated by minions and monsters. James Gunn fans in complete meltdown. I'm not in meltdown being a Supergirl fan. I'm not in meltdown. I see the facts as they are. Alright, so he's just talking about how Minions is destroying. Honestly, though, that's not a surprise. I saw that one coming. Toy Story 5, Minions, it's obviously going to dominate. And, alright, so now it looks like Yellow Flash is getting tired of talking about Supergirl, and now he's going on to the Odyssey, right? And everybody lately has been talking about the Odyssey because Elliot Page is in it, apparently. And that is, what else can I say? Why? Why is Elliot Page in this? I didn't even realize that Ellen is still doing stuff. Um, so it says here the Odyssey trailer destroyed. Yeah, I've been seeing that too, that they've been racing Christopher Nolan's Odyssey trailers. Nolan's casting backlash refuses to die. Good, good. I'm glad people are getting sick of this shit. Look, I made a video. I posted my video about anticipated upcoming movies, and then because I recorded that video 2 days ago, and then I saw Young Washington today, and I'm just completely done with movies. I'm not going to the movies anymore. I'll just wait and rent them on TV or just fucking look at them online. I'm done. Not going to the movies anymore. I took a couple year hiatus from movies, so I could do it again. Cause it's just a slog, man. Just going to these movies are a slog. I'll just wait and see these movies on TV and stop giving them my money. So I'm not even gonna see Odyssey in the movies. I'm done with that. Critical Drinker, Supergirl Meltdown, Odyssey ratioed, and Taylor Sheridan blast critics. So I guess there's more stuff going on with the Supergirl Meltdown. Sony to stop releasing physical video games in 2028. Well, I don't play video games anymore anyway, so I don't give a shit, but that's horrible. We all know why they're doing that. They don't want people to own anything. They want you to own nothing and be happy, so we know they're going towards that. Sheridan slams Marvel. Who is Taylor Sheridan? Taylor Sheridan slams Marvel storytelling. Good. I'm glad somebody's doing it, but I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. So yeah, guys, that seems to be all of the news today. I guess all the Supergirl, James Gunn fan people, the people who I think are honestly being either paid for it or they're just cucks at this point. They're having a meltdown about people not liking the Supergirl movie. So the news is very slim for Supergirl, and frankly, I'm kind of glad, and I kind of hope it dies down by tomorrow or a couple of days, unless DC tries to do some other lame move with another like thing with a celebrity trying to talk good about it. But I think it's kind of embarrassing that they're bringing Helen Slater to kind of push more eyes onto this movie, and I don't even think that's going to do much anyway because the Helen Slater movie, I don't even think that's like a big fan base. As much as I like Helen Slater's Supergirl, it's not like a big like oh, Helen Slater says it's great, so it's great. Like it's like that doesn't change the fact that it's a bad movie. So that's just how I feel. So yeah, not much on the Supergirl news today. If I hear anything else, I'll do something, but it seems to be dead. I'm kind of glad. I'm getting tired of Supergirl, the movie, I mean. And I've been catching up on my comics, been reading World's Finest. I'm finally catching up with that. Because I was reading it a few weeks ago, and I just fell behind because I just got busy with stuff. On like issue number 39, and I'm reading Justice League Unlimited, having a lot of fun with the crossover event. So I'm reading the annual right now, trying to go in the best order so I don't lose the story. Really loving it so far. So yeah, man, I've been trying to catch up with my comics because I fell behind on the comic reading from work and doing some other stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying the comics right now. Getting tired of the movies. As I said, I am now done with going to the movies. So thanks for listening, guys. Like and subscribe. Let me know if what you think about the current Supergirl situation. Have a good one, dudes.